All right, miniature painting community, I'm sure a lot of you have run into this phenomenon, but I just wanted to ask, have you ever finished like painting a model and you feel like it looks really good, like you're really happy with it, you love how it looks on the table, you love how it looks up close, and then you take a picture of it and it just looks kind of bad, like off, like that does not look like what I'm looking at? I have good news. You didn't mess up. Your model looks just as good as it does on the table to everyone else. What you are experiencing is a phenomenon called metamerism. Metamerism is when two colors can look identical under one light and then completely different under another light. Your paint didn't change, you're not going crazy, the camera doesn't see it better than you. All that happened was a change of light. Your brain is really good at adjusting for changes in light, but the camera, not so much. Daylight is the full spectrum. It has all the color information. Most indoor lighting like fluorescents or cheap LEDs do not. So when you move your model from, say, a window to your hobby desk, you're going to see things like reds are going to flatten, blues will shift, purples will get weird, and metallics will either completely blow out or blow up. It's not just a Warhammer or model painting thing, it's just physics. It's in all things that involve paints or inks or anything of color. And this is why photos of your model almost never look as good as they do in person without editing. Your phone camera is guessing. It will auto expose, auto sharpen, auto white balance, all at the same time. So editing your photos to like a daylight exposure isn't cheating to make it look better. Your camera already filtered it for you. And this is why paint manufacturers, like the one that I work for, will send out specific color chips of the actual paint when talking to a customer about color, because digital images lie. A screen can only approximate color, whereas a physical color chip can show you the actual color under real lighting. And this is exactly why I don't make paint color recommendations simply from a photo that a customer has sent me. So instead, I'll send them 3 or 4 color chips of colors that I believe are close based on the approximation from the image so that they can match it under real light and in real conditions. That is the only way to know for sure. And this is why paint stores that actually care about a color match use an aught light or daylight balanced lighting when doing color matches for you. If you've gone to like a Home Depot or another store where they just shoot and go and send it out, they're not actually doing a color match. That's why you're running into points like when you're painting your house where the color does not come up the same. It may be the same color that you ordered from them, but it's not always going to pigment exactly the same way. When I worked and managed a paint store, we didn't stop with the color match inside. We would literally walk outside and check the color versus the original sample in the daylight. And that's not because we were being extra. That's because fluorescent lights will make you feel like you're going insane. Outside, in real light, we could actually see, does this paint match their weathered color sample that they gave us? Is this actually right for a touch-up? Is it going to go on seamlessly? Or are we just being fooled by the light inside? And this is typically why when you go to get a color match, the best thing for you to do is take in a physical sample of your paint to a local hometown paint store. Those guys are going to make sure that the paint actually matches. It's not just the color that you are requesting. That is going to have a difference. If you're just doing touch-ups on your paint, it has to match the weathering that's already been done, whether it's inside or outside, so that when you roll the paint on and it cures and dries, it's going to blend in seamlessly and you're not going to have a weird spot on your wall that looks like a different color. And this same thing applies to your minis. So if you want photos that actually match how your minis look to you, keep the same light, keep neutral light, and keep the same neutral light every time. Anything daylight spectrum is going to be the best. And this is not for a flex, this is not for likes, this is just to actually showcase what the art actually looks like to the human eye. And this just means that 6 months or a year from now, you can look back and actually see how much you've improved, even if you don't have that model anymore, because it's going to look exactly how it did in front of you on the table. Paints change, lights change, cameras lie. Solid, honest lighting tells you the truth about your actual paint job. So if your model looks better in person than it does on camera, congratulations, you're doing it right. Now, if you want to ensure that your images that you're putting on the internet or your videos shows everyone else exactly what you're seeing, use a daylight spectrum light. This has been your Sunday Orky Learnin' from War Boss Mad Sam. Hope this helps.